Hello and welcome back to our today's session on CPC, and we are going to see the important definitions. The terms which are used here, we are going to see the meaning and essentials of these terms. Decree, decree holder, district foreign court, foreign judgment, judgment debtor, legal representative, mean profit order. Before that, we just see what is the just basic about code of civil procedure. The Code of Civil Procedure 1908 we can divide in two parts for easy understanding. The first part deals with 158 sections, and the second part contains Schedule 1 that deals with rules and orders. So far, and the objectives of the code are concerned. The objectives are to consolidate and amend the laws pertaining to the procedure of civil courts in India. सिविल कोर्ट्स में जो प्रोसीजर है वो कंसोलिडेट एंड अमेंड द लॉज पर्टेनिंग टू द प्रोसीजर ऑफ सिविल कोर्ट्स इन इंडिया टू इम्प्लीमेंट द प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ सब्सटेंटिव लॉ to ensure justice. These are by default because once you consolidate and amend the laws pertaining to the procedure of civil courts in India, that helps to implement the principles of substantive law and ensure justice by enforcing the rights. The code was significantly amended in 2002 to ensure speedy disposal of civil cases. This is about the objectives so far, objective part. And the first part we saw that so far as the we divided in two parts for easy understanding. In future also we are going to deal with the sections and rules and orders separately. So this is about, and the more important topic is today is about the we are going to see the meaning and essentials of these terms which are defined in section 2 of the code. Okay, now we proceed with the so far as the terms are concerned. The first important, very important term which is used in CPC is about the decree. Decree is defined in section 2, subsection 2 of the code. Decree is said to be passed. We say that decree is passed. Decree pass हुई है, इसका मतलब ये है when the court conclusively some conclusion has come, determines the rights of parties. Parties के rights decide हुए हैं with respect to all or any of the disputed matters. अगर मैटर रेफर किया है कोर्ट में तो उसके बारे में जो राइट्स है वो डिसाइड हुए हैं और वो राइट्स कंक्लूसिवली हुए हैं, मतलब कुछ डिसीजन उसमें कॉन्क्रीट डिसीजन आया हुआ है. दिस इज अबाउट सो फार एज द मीनिंग ऑफ डिक्री इज कंसर्न. एग्जैक्ट डेफिनेशन देखते हैं और फिर एसेंशियल्स हम देखते हैं इसके. अब एग्जैक्ट डेफिनेशन की अगर हम बात करेंगे तो जस्ट वी कैन सी दैट द डिक्री इज द फॉर्मल एक्सप्रेशन of an adjudication which conclusively determines the rights of parties by the court concerning all or any of the matters in controversy. वो सभी हो सकते हैं या इसमें से कोई मैटर के ऊपर भी राइट्स डिसाइड हो सकते हैं. इट में बी आइदर प्रिलिमिनरी और फाइनल. नाउ ये अगर हम डेफिनेशंस देख लेते हैं, ये डेफिनेशन अगर हम देख लेते हैं तो इसके एसेंशियल्स हमको आसानी से समझ में आ जाएंगे कि एसेंशियल्स क्या है डिग्री के. फॉर एग्जाम्पल नंबर वन देख लेते हैं. देयर मस्ट बी फॉर्मल एक्सप्रेशन ऑफ एडजुडिकेशन. फॉर्मल एक्सप्रेशन ऑफ एडजुडिकेशन होता है, ये जो होता है कंक्लूसिव डिटर्मिनेशन ऑफ द राइट्स ऑफ पार्टीज होता है. देन द डिटर्मिनेशन मस्ट बी विथ रिगार्ड टू डिस्प्यूटेड मैटर्स जो होगा कंट्रोवर्सी में होगा, एंड इट शुड हैव बीन गिवन इन द सूट. if these essentials are there, then it amounts to a decree. उसे हम कहेंगे डिक्री. दिस इज अबाउट द एसेंशियल्स ऑफ डिक्री. थोड़े से मीनिंग हम जान लेंगे एडजुडिकेशन और डिटर्मिनेशन का, डिक्शनरी मीनिंग एज वेल एज द मीनिंग विच वी आर considering, which we are presuming for the purpose of understanding the concept of decree. Adjudication is the legal process, ये legal process of deciding a case. Adjudicate हुआ मैटर, डिसाइड प्रोसेस, एक एस्टेब्लिश प्रोसेस फॉलो हुई है to decide a case, resolving the dispute because the intention is to resolve the dispute. The process of making an official decision who is right in a dispute so that the person who is not right or who is right or who is not right can be decided. इट इज कॉल्ड एडजुडिकेशन, इसे हम एडजुडिकेशन कहेंगे, जिसमें सही तौर पर एक निर्णय होता है. द क्वालिटी टू फर्मली डिसाइड टू डू समथिंग, डिटर्मिनेशन. यहाँ पे डिटर्मिन्स हम बात कर रहे हैं, इसका मतलब है कि एक फर्म डिसीजन हुआ है about something. So this is so far as the essentials of डिक्री is concerned. अभी हमने डिक्री की मीनिंग देखा था सबसे पहले, और फिर हमने डेफिनेशन देखी, उसकी डेफिनेशन क्या है, उसी के आधार पर वी हैव सीन दी एसेंशियल्स हमने देखा. एसेंशियल्स में जो एसेंशियल्स इसके है, उसमें जो टर्म्स, जो लीगल जो वर्ड यूज़ किए हैं, उसको भी हमने एडजुडिकेशन, डिटर्मिनेशन है, कंक्लूसिव है जिसमें सम कंक्लूजन आ रहा है, डिटर्मिनेशन है ऑफ द राइट्स ऑफ पार्टीज है, एडजुडिकेशन ये शुड हैव बीन इन द सूट, ये सूट में है. दिस इज अबाउट डिग्री सो फार. अगर हम डिग्री होल्डर की बात करें, तो डिग्री होल्डर अगर डिग्री हो गया पता है, तो देन डिग्री होल्डर की बात आसानी से समझ में आएगी. Because we are saying that degree holder is a person in whose favor a decree has been passed. एक ऑर्डर पास हो गया, डिग्री पास हो गई है इनके फेवर में. इट इज बियॉन्ड ऑर्डर, डिग्री इज बियॉन्ड ऑर्डर, जिसमें राइट्स जो है वो एस्टेब्लिश हो गए. फॉर्मल एक्सप्रेशन ऑफ एन एडजुडिकेशन, कंक्लूसिव डिटर्मिनेशन हमने अभी बात करी है. सो फॉर एज डिग्री इज कंसर्न, सो डिग्री हैज बीन पास, डिग्री मिल गई है, और एन ऑर्डर कैपेबल ऑफ एग्जीक्यूशन हैज बीन मेड. अभी इसमें इन हुज फेवर, किसी के ऐसे व्यक्ति के फेवर में जिसको डिग्री मिली हो, या एक ऐसी ऑर्डर मिली हो जो वो एग्जीक्यूट कर सकता है. अभी इसको और इलेबोरेट करेंगे हम, किस तरह से हम डिग्री होल्डर को देखेंगे. The term decree holder indicates that a person in whose favor a decree has been passed, in whose favor an order capable of execution has been passed, and also who is named in the decree, either as plaintiff or defendant, with the condition that there are two conditions. The decree must be one capable of execution, and the said person should be legally entitled to execute the same. So this is about, so far as decree holder is concerned. So we can say that such person is holding the decree. Such person is decree holder. ये सिंपल डेफिनेशन है डिग्री होल्डर का. ये डिस्ट्रिक्ट की डेफिनेशन है. दिस इज अबाउट द डेफिनेशन ऑफ डिस्ट्रिक्ट. इट मीन्स डिस्ट्रिक्ट मीन्स द लोकल लिमिट्स ऑफ द jurisdiction of a principal civil court of original jurisdiction, a district court. It includes the local limits of the ordinary original civil jurisdiction of a high court. So, district means local limits of the jurisdiction of a principal civil court of original jurisdiction. Principal civil court of original jurisdiction is a district court, and it includes the local limits of ordinary original civil jurisdiction of a high court. In this particular case, it was held that family court established under the Family Courts Act 1984 is a district court. डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोर्ट के तौर पर माना जाता है. जजमेंट की बात करेंगे. जजमेंट इज डिफाइंड इन सेक्शन 292 सबसेक्शन 9 ऑफ द कोड. इट स्टेट्स दैट जजमेंट इज द स्टेटमेंट. स्टेटमेंट है किस तरह का, ऑफ द जज ऑन द ग्राउंड्स ऑफ अ डिक्री और ऑर्डर. किस तरह का स्टेटमेंट है, स्टेटमेंट ऑन द ग्राउंड्स ऑफ अ डिक्री और ऑर्डर. इट कैन बी कॉल्ड एज एन एक्ट ऑफ जजिंग, जैसे हम यूजुअली वी कैन refer to it. But the meaning so far, the definition is so far, the definition so far is concerned, that we are going to see that. The judgment is the court's decision concerning the respective rights and claims of the parties to an action in a suit presented to it for the purpose of determination. And here, essentials, we see the essentials based on this thing. Court's decision, yes. About what? About respective rights and claims of the parties to an action in a suit presented to it for the purpose of determination. Based on that, essentials आ गए. Concise statement of the case है. Yes, what facts stated by the plaintiff and admission on or denial of the facts by the defendant. Then points for determination क्या है? On which points the parties have differences or disputes. The decision, what is the decision and the reasons for such decisions. So these four essentials are there so far as judgment is concerned. What the plaintiff wants or what the plaintiff wanted, how what the defendant said about it, then the points for determination on which points the parties have differences disputes related, and then based on that is the decision thereon and the reasons for such decision. It's about essentials of judgment. Judgment debtor is a person. Section 2, subsection 10 defines judgment debtor. Judgment debtor is a person against whom a decree has been passed or an order capable of execution has been made. So, similar like for the purpose of decree holder, we have seen that decree holder is a person in whose favor, एंड हियर अबाउट सो कॉल्ड जजमेंट डेटर के बारे में जो है अगेंस्ट होम इसके खिलाफ अ डिक्री हैज बीन पास्ड एंड ऑर्डर कैपेबल ऑफ एग्जीक्यूशन हैज बीन मेड. So it is opposite to decree holder. Now judgment debtor is a person against whom a decree has been passed or an order capable of execution has been made. This is what we have seen. Now the important definition is about foreign court and foreign judgment. First, we see the foreign court. Section 2, subsection 5 defines foreign court means a court situate outside India and not established or continued by the authority of the central government. Two conditions are there. Which conditions? Which are these two conditions? ये दो conditions है. This section lays down two conditions while defining a court as a foreign court. Foreign court कौन सा होता है? A foreign court is a court situate outside India, इंडिया के बाहर है, और दूसरा not established, इंडिया में establish हुआ नहीं है और कंटिन्यूड बाय द इंडियन गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से इसको कंटिन्यू नहीं किया गया है, कोई अथॉरिटी नहीं है कोर्ट को चलाने की. सो देयरफॉर foreign court is a court situate outside India and not established or continued by the central government authority. This is about foreign court is concerned. Now we see the foreign judgment. Foreign judgment is defined in section 2 subsection 6 of the code. It states that judgment is that foreign judgment. Judgment of a foreign court is a foreign judgment. Judgment of a foreign court. Now we see further about that. Section 13. Now this what we have seen is section 2 subsection 6 definition. It states that judgment of a foreign court is foreign judgment. Now we see further more information about this aspect. The court provides the procedure for enforcement of foreign judgments and decrees in India. This is section 13 of the CPC. Section 13 states that a judgment of a foreign court can be enforced in India if the same is delivered by a foreign court of competent jurisdiction. ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है इसमें, foreign court of competent jurisdiction. It means the section contains the principle of res judicata in case of foreign judgments. Now we see that if the same is delivered by a foreign court of competent jurisdiction, and it also contains the principles of res judicata in case of foreign judgment, that we are going to see how it is. सेक्शन 13 एंड एक्सेप्शंस, इसके एक्सेप्शंस की भी बात हम करेंगे. सेक्शन 13 जानते हैं. सेक्शन 13 says a foreign judgment shall be conclusive as to any matter thereby directly adjudicated upon between the same parties or between parties under whom they or any of them claim litigating under the same title. A foreign judgment shall be conclusive. फॉरेन जजमेंट कंक्लूसिव रहेगा एज टू एनी मैटर देयर बाय एडजुडिकेशन के लिए दिया बिटवीन सेम पार्टीज और बिटवीन पार्टीज अंडर whom they or any of them claim litigating under the same title. This is about, okay, foreign judgment shall be conclusive. Now we see that exceptions to section 13. इसमें कुछ exceptions है. If the judgment, if the foreign judgment is not delivered by a court of competent jurisdiction, if it is delivered, no problem. If it is not delivered, then this cannot be the conclusive. A foreign judgment shall not be conclusive as to any matter. So it means it is, exception is there where the foreign judgment lacks merits. If the judgment lacks merits, it means it has not been pronounced on the merits of the case. And then next is, it appears on the face, prima facie, it appears on the face of the proceedings to be founded on an incorrect view of international law or a refusal to recognize the law of India in cases in which such law is applicable. In that case also, it won't be applicable. Section 13 won't be applicable. Exception में आ जाएगा. Next is where the proceedings in which the judgment was obtained are opposed to natural justice. Fair नहीं है. Natural justice का concept जो है वो follow नहीं हुआ है. Then that means that this is not applicable. Where the judgment has been obtained by fraud or where it sustains a claim founded on breach of any law in force in India. This is all about section 13 ka exception, because section 13 says, what section 13 says, section 13 says when foreign judgment shall be conclusive, and it gives exceptions. These are the exceptions, that in such cases foreign judgment shall not be conclusive. Exceptions are there. Otherwise, yes, a foreign judgment shall be conclusive as to any matter thereby directly adjudicated upon between the same parties. Yes, but if it is not done, and then these are the exception where it has not been delivered by a court of competent jurisdiction. नहीं हुआ है, foreign judgment merits पे lack है, merits are not there in that, और incorrect view लिया है international law का, then there are थिंग दैट नेचुरल जस्टिस इज नॉट फॉलोड, और फ्रॉड से कुछ जजमेंट डिलीवर हुआ है बिकॉज ऑफ द फैक्ट्स वेयर रिपोर्टेड लाइक दैट. So these are all the things in which it can be said that foreign judgment is not conclusive, shall not be conclusive. We proceed to the next, लीगल रिप्रेजेंटेटिव की बात करेंगे. लीगल रिप्रेजेंटेटिव बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट टर्म है और इसमें provisions related to legal representatives are contained in section 2 subsection 11 and section 50 of the code of civil procedure. So 2 subsection 11 and section 50 that we are seeing here. देखते हैं लीगल रिप्रेजेंटेटिव की डेफिनेशन में. अ लीगल रिप्रेजेंटेटिव इज अ पर्सन in law who represents the estate of the deceased person. A legal representative is a person in law who represents the estate of a deceased person. It includes legal heir, legal heirs, co-partner, or any other authorized person, and any person authorized by specific statute. So this is about a legal representative, section 211 of the code. Now we see the, so far as further information about that. Legal representative also includes a person, that is second part that we have seen is the first part. ये first part है जिसमें a legal representative is a person in law who represent the estate of a deceased person. और ये legal heirs co-partners है, ये include होते हैं इसमें. Second part में ये person legal heir नहीं है, but legal representative also includes a person who intermeddles with the estate of the deceased and is also capable of suing and be sued in a representative capacity. An intermeddler is a person who interferes in the affairs of others Intermediate indicates that a person has some interest over the estate of deceased. He may not hold the right to any of the property. सो लीगल रिप्रेजेंटेटिव में और भी चीज जो है और भी बातें जो है वो ऐसी है कि लीगल रिप्रेजेंटेटिव तो जो लीगल हेयर है वो रहेगा, को पार्टनर रहेगा, and he may be representing the estate of the deceased, but at the same time any other person who interferes with the possession, who may not be legal heir, who may not have legal right, but he is interfering for the purpose of some interest in that property. Legal representative also includes a person who intermeddles with the estate of the deceased and is also capable of suing and being sued, suing and being sued in a representative capacity. So this is about so far as the intermediary is concerned. And death of a judgment debtor. Now we are seeing section 50 of the code. It provides that where a judgment debtor expires before the decree has been fully satisfied, अगर उसकी डेथ होती है जजमेंट डेटर की, तो क्या होगा? डिक्री होल्डर मे मेक एन एप्लीकेशन टू द कोर्ट विच पास द डिक्री फॉर इट्स एग्जीक्यूशन अगेंस्ट लीगल रिप्रेजेंटेटिव ऑफ द डिसीज. जो अपने आप को लीगल रिप्रेजेंटेटिव कह रहे हैं, तो डिक्री होल्डर विल प्रोसीड अगेंस्ट द लीगल रिप्रेजेंटेटिव so far as the property is concerned or whatever is the assets of the judgment debtors are concerned. And secondly, where the decree is executed against such legal representative or decree execute कर रहे हैं, की है, he shall be liable. The decree जो legal representative है, he shall be liable to the extent of the property of the deceased which has come to his hands and has not been duly disposed of. जो प्रॉपर्टी उसे मिली है, जो एसेट्स मिली है, जो भी प्रॉपर्टी मिली है, वो दैट ही विल बी liable to that extent. This is on death of a judgment debtor. Section 50 of the code deals with the provisions. This duty of legal representative for ascertaining such a liability, जो हमने अभी बात करी है, what we understood here, where the decree is executed, he shall be liable only to the extent of the property of the deceased. Here, so far as his liability part is concerned, for ascertaining such liability, the court executing the decree may, of its own motion or on the application of the decree holder, require such legal representative to produce such accounts as it feels necessary. This so far as. Now we see the summary part so far as legal representative is concerned. The definition as given under section 211 is inclusive and broad in scope. It includes legal heirs and individuals who may or may not be heirs. However, they are eligible to inherit and represent the estate of the deceased. The definition covers anyone who interferes with the estate of the deceased person and also person to whom the estate devolves upon death of the party. This person as legal representative is also capable of suing and being sued in a representative कैपेसिटी. ये हो गया इसके बारे में लीगल रिप्रेजेंटेटिव के बारे में. Now, next we are going to see, so far as this case is concerned, it says that legal representative includes executors, administrators, assignees, or a person acquiring interest under Order 22 or Rule 10 or 50 under a will, so far as this case is concerned. Mean profit. Section 2, subsection 12 of the code defines mean profit. Section 2, subsection 12. It means, इसका मतलब है प्रॉफिट्स रिसीव्ड, प्रॉफिट मिला है, कैसे मिला है? प्रॉफिट्स रिसीव्ड और माइट विथ ऑर्डिनरी डिलीजेंस हैव रिसीव्ड फ्रॉम द प्रॉपर्टी बाय अ पर्सन इन रॉन्गफुल पोजेशन ऑफ सच प्रॉपर्टी. ये पर्सन जो है ये रॉन्गफुल पोजेशन में है प्रॉपर्टी के, इसका हक नहीं है. He is not having any right over that property. He is wrongful. His possession is wrongful possession. तो जो उसमें से उसको इनकम हो रहा है, that is called mean profit. And then इस कंसेप्ट को हम इलाबोरेट करेंगे. The term is relevant in case of The essence of mean profit is that wrongful possession to the person. ये इसका essence आ गया. Wrongful possession to the person means defend. The term is relevant in cases of wrongful possession and unlawful occupation of property by someone who is not the rightful owner of such property. उसे कोई हक नहीं है पर वो उससे he is occupying that property. वो property occupy करके रखा है. And therefore, in cases of wrongful occupation, the owner is entitled to restoration of the property and also damages. तो ओनर को जो हक है वो है ओनर के राइट्स में है रिस्टोरेशन प्रॉपर्टी मिलना चाहिए और साथ ही साथ डैमेजेस भी मिलना चाहिए. क्यों? बिकॉज वो प्रॉपर्टी किसी ऐसे पर्सन के पास है जो उसका ओनर नहीं है, जिसको ओनरशिप राइट नहीं है. सो इट इज दैट पर्सन इज हैविंग अ wrongful possession. With regard to that, in this case, it was held that mean profit is calculated considering benefits which a person in wrongful possession obtains by using the property. The landlord cannot claim the maximum rent which could be fetched if he had rented out the property afresh. But the point is that it is calculated considering benefits which a person in wrongful possession obtains by using the property. This is so far as the mean profit is concerned. So we are what we can see that it means those profits received by a person in wrongful possession of such property. This is called mean profit. Next term is order. Section 2, subsection 14 of the code defines order. The term order means the formal expression of any decision of a civil court, which is not a decree. It implies that orders are in the form of court directives issued during legal proceedings. The purpose of issuing such orders is to manage specific matters within the case. So the term order means formal expression of any decision of a civil court, which is not a decree. एंड ऑर्डर जो होती है वो कोर्ट डायरेक्टिव्स के फॉर्म में होती है. द पर्पस इज टू मैनेज द स्पेसिफिक मैटर्स विद इन द केस. एसेंशियल्स की अगर हम बात करें, ऑर्डर के एसेंशियल्स की अगर हम बात करें, इट इज अ डिसीजन ऑफ अ सिविल कोर्ट. Only the formal expression of a civil court's decision is considered as an order. Formal expression, it indicates that an order must be expressed formally, that is in writing. It is not a decree. As per this section, no decree can be order. Can be order. So, decision of a civil court, formal expression, it is not a decree. Next is pleader and government pleader. Section 2, subsection 15 defines pleader. As per this section, a pleader means any person entitled to appear and plead for another in court and includes an advocate, वकील and an attorney of a high court. तो इनको प्लीडर कहा जाएगा. एज पर दिस सेक्शन जो अपीयर होगा और इन जो अपीयर होकर प्लीड करेगा for another and includes an advocate, a vakil, and an attorney of high court. About the pleader. जहाँ तक गवर्नमेंट प्लीडर की बात है, as per section 2 subsection 7 of the code, government pleader includes any officer appointed by the state to perform all or any of the functions expressly imposed by this code on the government pleader. It also includes any pleader acting under the direction of the government pleader. This is about pleader and government pleader. So we have seen very important definitions up to order. Also, we have seen order and then so far pleader and government pleader. Thank you for watching.